and welcome to the Computer Crowd. My name's Connor, and today we will be installing a VM using HyperV. Now, there are multiple ways you can get to HyperV. One is going to the Start menu, expanding that out, and going to HyperV Manager right here under Administrative Tools, or you can go get there via the Server Manager under Tools and HyperV Manager. Now, the first thing you're going to do, obviously you need your ISOs either on a network share or locally. You go to New, Virtual Machine, and obviously you should read these, but I'm just going to click Do Not Show and click Next. Virtual machine name, which this one's going to be a domain controller, so DC001. If you want to change the default location, you can change it there. I'm going to make this a Generation 2 VM. Now, the startup memory is the memory that it uses during boot. So in this case, I'm going to just make it a gig. I'll make it 2 gigs. And then I'm going to do dynamic memory for this specific machine, which will allow HyperV to adjust the RAM that is assigned to that virtual machine. Now you're going to decide what switch you want to connect it to, which I'm just going to connect it to the external switch. Next. This is where you create your virtual hard disk. In this case, I'm going to make this an 80 gig virtual hard disk. Click Next. Now you can either choose to install the operating system later, or you can mount the ISO now. I'm going to mount it now. And then Next again, and then Finish. It'll configure your VM and have it ready for you to boot. Now your VM's ready for you to boot. One thing I forgot to go over with you during the install or the configuration of a virtual machine in Hyper-V is changing the dynamic memory limits. There's multiple ways to get into this menu. You can click on your VM, which we're just going to use test here, and you can click Settings, or you can right click and click Settings. And then you're going to go to Memory, and you're going to take your startup. Your startup memory is what you entered during the configuration of the VM. But then you can take your minimum RAM and change it to something like 1024. So minimum of a gig for this VM. Maximum is going to max out to that's like 10 terabytes of RAM, which obviously I don't think anybody who's watching these videos will have. So 4096 there. Now you got a maximum of 4 gigs. And you'll click Apply and OK, or just click OK, and then start your VM. Now your VM does have to be powered off when you do this. It will not allow you to change it while it's running.
Thanks for watching our tutorial. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please join the forums at www.thecomputercrowd.net or click the I in the upper right hand corner.